Start record. Okay. It says I'm live again. It might take a few seconds on your guys' end, but it should be back now. At the very least, the recording is too. So. Okay. So, Sin jumps, rolls, tumbles for about 5 minutes, apparently, and finally makes it to his feet. Now, the carriage was halfway back, so that puts Sin at about 30 feet from the front line. The carriage isn't that far away. Sin sprints over up next to you, RJ, drop slides to his knees, and you can hear, even as he's running up, you can hear him chanting under his labored breath. He puts his hands down on Noth, and you can see this pulse of white light go over Noth's body.
Badass.
He looks at you and says, I haven't saved him yet. We have to get his body out now.
All right.
And that is Sin's turn as he staves off, effectively freezing him in that moment after death. Halloween. Noth hits the ground next to you. You hear what Sin shouts out.
Humans. Die. As he takes a step back, takes a 5-foot step back, and drinks one of the enlarged person potions that has been given to him.
All right.
Here it comes.
I forget what that does again.
He is willing to use magic.
Double my
doubles
size.
Plus 4 to your strength.
On top of your rage. Now you are not levels of strength, I imagine. Plus 2
but
strength.
You lose some of your dex.
Yeah, plus 2 strength, minus 2 dex.
Yeah, plus 2. Plus 2 strength, yeah, sorry.
The increase in size gives you a minus 1 attack roll to AC, or to defense and damage rolls, but the plus 2 to strength offsets the minus 1 to attack rolls, so effectively you have the same bonus to hit.
And your weapon is now large.
Yep. So your spear, which is normally a D6, is now a D8.
Alright, gotcha.
So for the purposes of attacking, you're just going to be rolling a D8 plus 1 damage than what you currently are.
Alright. I've already set everything, so I'm good, rolling wise.
Yep. Also, you are large, so you will bypass certain types of armor.
Yep. Well, it looks like if we do come out of this, I won't be the only one who doesn't want to come back to Opportunity very often.
So that'll be, as part of your move, pull standard drink. So that's pretty much your turn. You are now large. Fizz, it is your turn.
My turn. How far away are we from the Arbiter?
The Arbiter, you're 60 feet from, and you're 30 feet from the front lines of the guards and everybody else.
Okay. So I have a question.
Yes.
Because I have this this spell. I'll just put it in the chat.
Okay.
Can I use that to increase my diplomacy modifier by 2? if I cast it in the current situation, or no?
No, because that's for
Nope.
out of combat.
Okay, fair enough. I'm going to continue to inspire Drix to do great things with riding and driving the caravan.
Yep.
That's a free action to maintain. I'm gonna. Can I do any? So I would like to try. So, Drix, listen. I know Noth just, collapsed, but oh shit. We should try to still continue forward.
He just looked at you. Don't worry, I got this.
And then can I use my action to like assist him?
Yeah. Yep, that'll give him a +2.
Sweet. So that's what I'll do instead of casting anything or doing anything
Excellent.
else.
So you assist him at the reins, helping him, struggle and steer against the strength of the beasts pulling it. Nithirn, it is your turn.
All right, I'm standing in front of.
And because of your angle, I will say you also have heard all of the interaction from Sin and RJ and whatnot. You were able to read those lips.
Got it. But am I in is anybody engaged with any of these guys?
Currently, the guards are not engaged with anybody because Taween stepped back. RJ is a 5-foot gap away from them, as is Sin.
Okay. I will. Shit. What did I do?
Sorry, just a quick question. Did I fail that diplomacy check or no?
Yes.
Okay. That's important for me to know.
Oh, yeah. Yep. He is doing what he gonna do. And he has made up his mind.
Am I in combat with the one on the left though?
You are you are in. Oh yeah, you're directly behind them, aren't you? Because you ran up and did a melee. Yeah, you're in melee with 2 of them right now.
With 2 of them? How did I get in melee with 2 of them?
Because the flank with Noth, you would have had to been directly on the other side.
Okay, got it.
And they were in a line.
All right, so I want a 5-foot step, so I'm only in melee with one of them.
Yep, you step off to the left from the point of view of the most everyone else.
That's the one I intimidated already, so I should get some bonuses on him.
Yep, so he's getting negatives.
Yeah, that's what I meant. And so I will be fighting defensively, flurry of blows, pop.
Pop.
First one.
Now, what weapon is this with?
My fists.
Just your fists. Okay.
So I don't have to worry about nat 1 with fists, do I?
You do.
All right. Great.
The 18 does hit. However, with 5 damage, you just crack your hand on the back of his breastplate, bruising your knuckles.
It wouldn't bruise my knuckles on a successful hit.
The
nat 1 might.
You hit solid metal. The nat 1 awkward attack, you have a -2 penalty to AC for 2 rounds.
Great. Okay. That's it. I'm done.
Bad rolls for us.
Yeah. The perfect time too, I guess.
Arbiter. One sec. Look at one other thing. Alright. So the Arbiter raises both hands above his head, and in this twisting motion, everybody suddenly feels the air around you almost move in toward him rapidly. And it gets colder for a brief moment. As you see gathering in his hands is this ball of fire. He raises it up over his hands, and he throws it out towards the group. Sin, in response, is going to use his immediate action and roll a caster level check. Sin lifts his head up quickly, and just with a backhand swipe of his hand, you see this brief, momentary dome appear around the group of you. And the ball of fire slams into it and explodes in an area, decimating a ring of grass around you all, cindering it all to ash. As this torrent of wind is suddenly thrown all over the place by the shifting temperatures so rapidly, and then everything dissipates. The Arbiter.
What about the guards? What about the guards?
It wasn't just in the air. He counterspelled the spell. It's just the way I flavored it.
Ah, okay, got it.
Turns out we should have been taking Sin to the dungeons.
The Arbiter, you can see his body motion kind of goes stark for a moment, and you hear him shout out from beneath his helmet. Stay here and secure the survivors. There are too many mages. I will be back with reinforcements.
Fuck.
And he teleports 70 feet back off towards the wall.
Aww.
The town guard, the one on the... Huh?
Do they run away because their big guy ran away, please?
Well, the one on the right, they're all effectively morale checking right now. The current situation. The one on the right, actually, due to the intimidation negative that Nithyan gives, he looks at the other two. I'm not dying for that asshole! And he turns and runs. Nithyan, you could attack of opportunity if you wished.
He's running?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna let him run away.
And he's not running towards the town. He's like running off towards the woods.
He's leaving us.
Yes.
I'm gonna let him run away.
Tom rolls
when
in
we
that
come back
one.
to town, I expect to see him swinging from the gallows.
Tom rolls a natural one. He looks at Taween's form towering over him. And he looks at himself.
Wait a minute.
Huh.
Taween's got reach.
Yes, he does. Taween, would you like to swing at the one running away?
Oh, yes. Which one did the damage to Narth?
The one that's running away.
The one that's running.
Oh, yes. I would love to do damage to him. No one I would love to do more damage to than right now.
Go ahead.
As I will...
Nope.
Nope, what?
Oh no, sorry. I was looking at Nith's. No.
Oh, I was like, wait, what? You saying something I didn't?
Oh.
Woo!
Damn.
That is...
That's what,
Oh, and the cold damage.
that's
So,
their D8, right?
because you're large and their armor is not magical, you entirely bypassed. It is like a tin can to your large form right now. And you straight do 18 damage to this guard.
Wow.
As he
Nice.
gets 40 feet away. He's still running, but you jabbed him hard in the back. Tom, because he rolled a natural 1, he looks at Taween's giant form. He looks at whatever the hell Sin just did. He just takes the whole battlefield into situation, and he drops to his knees and just starts. I'm sorry. I was just doing what I was told. I'm sorry. And he is just frightened and pleading for his life. The one on the left, however, just looks at Tom.
Stabs Tom. No.
Get a hold of yourself, men! And he swings his long sword at Taween, which is going to miss with a 10, I think.
Yeah, that should miss. I
Okay.
have a defense of with my negative to Dex right now. I have a 11 defense.
But you're getting a -2 to dexterity and a -1 to armor class because of your size. So what does that put you?
That is 11 then, because right now it's 13 because I'm raging. So
Okay.
It's 11.
Cool. Just barely misses you somehow. That brings it to Drix. He rolls a ride check.
+4.
Yep. Oh yeah, +4 this time. As you're not only verbally encouraging him, but also physically helping him. Yeah. He kind of surveys the field in his final seconds, and he turns it ever so slightly because he doesn't want to hit the pack of everybody because that would hit allies. But there is the guy running away. That guy is going to make a reflex save and roll a 2.
It's 2d8 per square the vehicle moves through him.
Excellent. I'm not even going to roll that. I'm just going to roll it on here. So...
Because if it's like an overrun.
Yeah.
So he does have to. I don't know.
So we'll say that much because no. It's probably more like that much because 2 sets of horses and then the wheels. It is lifted, so it's not like the whole cart is scraping against him. So he's getting a little bit of leeway there.
Bam.
Surprisingly,
Still survives.
he's still up, but he is prone, and he is just flat against the ground.
Trampled.
And should he move, he may or may not lose consciousness. So he is, we'll say, in critical condition. Wizard.
Finishes him off.
No, Wizard is more concerned about the one that is actually still aggressing. And he now moves back to the back window and uses his last magic missile of the day. 3, 4, 5. To blast 5 more damage into the one that is in front of Taween, still swinging. Reginald.
Reginald calls out, Taween, grab Noth and bring him to the cart. We're getting out of here now. As I take a 5-foot step back and take out my crossbow and fire 1 shot.
And the cart's now 40 feet in front of you.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm just letting him have the place because he can actually carry Noth easily as large.
Yep. So go ahead and do your fire.
Boom.
Ting off the armor.
Figured.
Sin. Okay. Sin gets up and he side shuffles around the battle and back towards the cart. Kind of motion. Hurry! Hurry! Taween. Noth is to your left on the ground. The guard in front of you is still looking to stand his ground, and behind him, some 40 feet, is the guard that just got absolutely ran down by a cart. And 4 horses. 5 horses.
Alright, so RJ told me to pick up Noth.
Mm-hmm.
What did Sin just do?
He ran back towards the carriage, getting most of the way to it.
And as far as I know, Noth is not 100% yet.
He's not conscious, as far as you know.
Yeah, don't know you know.
All you would have known is he hit the ground. You saw some bowels spill out, and Sin did some sort of white light that encased his body. He's still, by the way, encased in this white light.
But he did say, what did he say the round before though? He
Almost
said
like
something
he was glazed. He said something to the effect of, who, Sin?
Yeah, Sin.
He's more or less been saying things to the effect of, "We need to leave. Let's get out. I've done what I can for him right now, but we need to leave." I think is something more accurately what he said.
And there's
I think he also said that, like,
fighting us.
And yeah, there's still one more in front fighting you.
I did not take any damage last round. Alright, me hurting myself, is that going to provoke?
Nah.
Alright. I'm pissed right now. I'm ignoring what they're saying.
Okay.
Taking 1 wound damage again.
Yep.
Because I didn't take any damage the round before. I have to reactivate my black blood. It only lasts for 2 rounds. I'll take 1 more wound. Now I'm down to 48 wounds. And I'm just going to stab this motherfucker that still wants to fight.
All right.
Bam.
10 damage straight to him. As your spear just stabs a hole right through his armor and into his shoulder. Fizz.
okay. So how far away is the Arbiter from us now?
The Arbiter, he was
like 70 feet.
60 feet
Yeah, but
from
we're-
you.
So we're 40 feet in front of the party, and he's now...
He was 30,
100
then he went up to 100, so if you're 40, you're 60 feet from him.
Okay. And he said that he was going to get reinforcements.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. I don't have anything that can reach him, so I will continue my Inspire Confidence on Drix. You're doing great. Keep driving. Keep on trucking. And I will continue to assist him. And Drix, I think we really need to just... We're not going to catch him. Let's stop, turn around, pick up everyone, and get the hell out of here.
He gives you a nod, like he had the same thought.
Yeah. And that's my turn. And I'll continue to assist
Excellent.
Drix going forward.
And for future reference,
there's more.
Excellent. Yeah. For future reference, to assist somebody on something, it is a standard action, and assisting them effectively just gives a flat +2 to whatever it is they're doing.
Yeah.
You can even assist on attack rolls, actually.
I never knew that one.
Yeah.
Yep. Skill checks, attack rolls. You cannot do saving throws. You can't do. There are certain things you can't do, but most basic things you can be like, I'm helping him, and spend your standard to give them a +2 bonus, including like grapple checks and stuff. So you can help pull people off and just give a +2 to the grappler CMB kind of thing.
Yeah. Is there a extra bonus if you're trained in the skill that you're assisting?
No, I don't think so. At least not to my knowledge off the top of my head. I know there are ways to get better aid other actions, but sometimes I think they're feats or spells or.
Yeah. I'm okay because I'm giving him like +4 right now.
Yeah, you're nearly doubling his inherent bonus.
Yeah.
The Arbiter, you see up on top of the wall.
Isn't it Myth's turn first?
Yeah.
Sorry, Nithyan. Yeah.
Is the one that's still fighting within a 5-foot step for me?
Yes.
Okay. So.
And I would put you flanking.
What's the action to pull a weapon?
It's part of move if you have the +1 BAB.
Okay, I do. And since it's a swift in order for it to change forms, the magical weapon.
Yeah.
Okay. So as a swift motion, you just kind of see me. Oh, so then I'm only going to get a single attack, right? Because I've got to use a move action to pull the weapon.
Yeah.
All right. So I pull out at my belt, and then a 3-section staff is in my hands all of a sudden.
Excellent.
And or a Sansechouan? How do you say that? Sansechouan?
I have no idea. It's your weapon.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. It's a 3-section staff basically. We're attacked by chains, and so I'm spinning it around, and I walk up, and he is engaged. Okay, but I probably don't get the flank. But anyway.
Yeah, you're flank. You're flank.
Okay, so I add 2 to that.
Yep, that'll hit.
All right.
And that's a magical weapon, correct?
Yep. Real 7.
7 straight damage.
And I can't flurry of blows, and I don't think I can use my intimidate unless I punch. So that's it.
Now the Arbiter teleports the rest of the distance up onto the top of the wall of. Oh wait, no, those walls are too tall.
Probably can go to the other side of it.
His move action is to use his dimensional slide another 70 feet towards one of the gates, and then he hovers another 30 feet toward the gate. It's still quite a distance off. And that brings it to the town guard. This guy on the ground, he...
Oh wait, what's point of order? Just let me ask no more.
Yes.
If I hit with a blunt weapon, I can consider it non-lethal, or is it always just blunt?
So you can choose to make a lethal weapon deal non-lethal damage. Normally, it's at a -4 penalty to hit, though. I don't know what the requirements are for avoiding that -4 penalty. I know with your unarmed strikes, you can choose whether they're lethal or non-lethal. I don't know if that extends to monk weapons in general.
All right,
it might.
No problem. We'll figure it out later.
I think it does.
You will say for now you can choose lethal or non-lethal because monk weapon. And then we'll go through rules later. Anyway.
Okay.
The town guard. So would you want that 7 to be non-lethal?
Yeah, it'd be non-lethal. And if I do non-lethal, I would get an intimidate check.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
But no.
No. Tom is going to continue begging for his life. And he kind of just crawls backward away from the fray. Taween, if you want to stab him in the head, you can. As he is in your extended reach.
He's human, so stab. Tyween doesn't give a fuck right now.
12 hits.
The dice were in his favor, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
he's
about as low as you could do.
he spends his standard to also crawl at 10 feet per move action away. So he's just kind of crawling away on his hands and knees.
Right now,
Fearfully.
you guys are going to have to tell him to stop.
I did. No, I told you. Oh no, I didn't tell you that. I told you to grab Noth and get him to the thing.
The one
Get
on
him to the chopper.
The one on the ground attempts to stand up after getting ran over by a carriage. And immediately falls unconscious, collapsing back to the ground. Oh, the turn this is taken. And the remainder. Let's see. He's standing his ground. He's a dutiful soldier. He is going to swing in at you, Taween, which is going to come in for like a 22 versus defense, which I know hits, and that's going to be 11 slashing damage before DR. You rolled max.
That's fine.
As he takes another swipe across you, and you will obey. He says, not with 100% confidence. Drix. Come on, Drix.
Just fine with my vigor.
Rolls a 5, but that's still a 7, 12, 14 total with all the bonuses he's getting. As he kind of slows down the carriage and pretty much gets it turned around. Yet again, pointed away from town in general. Wizrune, no longer having magical missiles to throw, and again being faced away from the battle with his window.
My crossbow's lying on the floor.
He doesn't have any
Just a
bolts.
reminder.
He doesn't have any
Oh,
bullets.
Sin didn't drop the quiver with it? Just the
Oh, you gave him
bow?
the quiver too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it'll all be there on the ground then. But Wizrune is not gonna go for that. He is instead going to get off the carriage, as it's now like, we'll say 30 feet from the front lines after the turnaround. A little bit further off to the left side from pointing in the town's direction. And you see him wave his hands about and do some magic, but you don't see anything happen of it. But he does cast a spell. Reginald.
Reginald says, Taween, we can still save Noth. Grab him and get to the cart. And I start running towards the cart.
Alright, are you double moving?
Yep.
Okay. You will reach the stair steps of the cart.
I will try to get on when I can.
Okay. Sin, who kind of is quickly running alongside you, kind of picks you up and tosses you up into the cart and clambers in himself. Taween.
How bad is this guy looking in front of me?
The last actual hit that hit him seemed to draw blood. But he's not limping around or anything yet.
All right. So pick up Noth.
Okay.
No, I'm not doing it yet.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just asking.
It'd be a standard.
It'd be a standard. That would provoke, most likely, right?
Yep.
All right. I'll do that. I grab Noth.
All right. +7, 11 versus defense. That hits you, right?
That's my defense right now, so
Okay.
yes.
Although it's only 4 damage. That clatters
So-
off your armor.
And then I will move my full distance away.
Yep, you get about 10 feet from the cart. Actually, right to about where Wizrun is.
All right.
Fizz.
Yes.
Quick question.
So yeah, go ahead.
I'm just wondering, since he's large, can't he go further?
No, it doesn't change his speed at all.
Oh, okay.
If anything, I would think it would slow you down. Okay. So how far away is the guard from me? Like the one that's still standing. It was just
Oh,
took a swing at Halloween?
he's 40 feet away.
40 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one crawling around on the ground about 20 feet off to the side, and then there's the one that is unmoving on the ground, pretty much right next to the carriage behind it.
The one that's crawling on the ground, that's Tom, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't the one who hurt Noth, right?
No, that one's the one that got bowled over by the
Trampled.
carriage.
Eh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay at the ready with Drix.
Okay.
You know, continuing to inspire him to do great
Yep.
horsemanship things and assisting him with the reins.
Yeah, seeing everybody pretty much get up to the carriage, he's stopped
Yeah.
it as it's turned around and is waiting
Yeah.
for everybody to board, it seems.
And just Tywin, get on the caravan as fast as you can.
Alright. Nithian.
How long do I think they need to be able to get onto the caravan?
Probably one more round of actions will get everybody on it or next to it. You are the furthest from the carriage at the moment,
Yeah.
as far as the allies are concerned.
Yeah.
Come, Nith, come to us.
You're an elf. Jump on it as it goes by.
Now remember, he did use his one attack of opportunity already.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking that I'm considering that, but I'm also wondering whether I would try to slow him down or not from chasing the group, but
You could just do a full turn, run away.
I can do one attack and a move, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
In terms of which way, go ahead.
Yeah, that's fine. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let me change all this stuff so it's a normal. It's all normal. Normal. All normal. All normal. All normal. Okay. So with these sticks that I have still, I am going to do the disarm.
Okay. He does not have his attack of opportunity, so it does not provoke. Well, it would provoke, but it doesn't from him.
That's kind of my thought. And so I get a +2 with this weapon.
Yep. To
Disarm.
roll your combat maneuver bonus. That,
Boom.
yep.
22.
So you spin the sticks around, and the first two wrap around, and yeah, you twist it,
Knock his hand and twist it out of his hand.
and it clatters to the ground off to the side.
And run away.
All right. And yeah, you make it about where Taween and Wizrin are.
Okay.
The Arbiter is irrelevant to you guys at this point. Hero's con check. Hey, he stabilizes. The other one, Tom, he gets to his feet and runs 20 feet away.
I like Tom.
And the one that just got disarmed, he's very steadfast. He just rolled a nat 20. He looks around, pulls out his light crossbow off of his hip, and he is determined to get that final shot off. As he's gonna shoot at Taween, the guy holding the other guy.
Tyween's fine with this.
23 hits your defense.
Yes.
And it ping clatters off of your armor as it hits one of the studs for 1 damage.
You haven't even gotten past my vigor yet.
That didn't get past your armor.
No, I mean, I'm just saying this whole fight, I still have 9 vigor.
Plus you're large, so I don't think he can get past your. I don't know what he.
That doesn't help for DR, but
oh yeah, that's true. That's right.
Drix is waiting.
To DR.
Wizrune kind of helps usher everybody back aboard. Basically, is anybody continuing to engage with the town guard? I suppose is the question at the moment.
No, but I do
So
toss Taween a reduced purse potion.
Can I just mentally make it go away?
Nope, not
Nope.
potions. You can't dismiss them.
Ah.
They're in for the effect, but the reduced person will counter the enlarged person.
Alright.
Except there'll be a couple minutes where you're smaller than you actually are because the time zone quite line up.
No, they'll actually just straight. They cancel each other's effects.
Oh, they just cancel each other out.
Yeah.
Not like
No,
only
I
for
do
the duration
like
while
the
they're
idea
still
better.
both active.
no. For anybody
staff.
who's under the enlarged person spell, if somebody casts reduced person on them, it effectively just ends enlarged person's cast.
and vice versa.
Right.
Though I do like James's idea. Have a tiny.
Back to normal. No, so Taween, you lay Noth inside the caravan. You grab the reduced. Are you taking the reduced person potion?
Yeah, right now I am.
Okay.
I move Noth into the caravan, and then take that as I jump onto my normal spot in the caravan.
Okay. So you lay Noth down. You adjust your size, and as you're shifting back down, lift yourself up on top of the caravan. Everybody else begins to board. The town guard gets one more shot off toward you guys with a crossbow. Just gonna roll a. Well, let's see. Most people would have been inside. Taween's still on top. So a bolt comes at you, bounces off your armor, or like just sticks into the leather. You have a bolt sticking from you now. Drix slams the reins with the aid of Fizz at his side, and the cart begins to run off. Now, Drix is going to roll. Okay, hey, he rolled his first above 10.
That's gonna be like 20 something with all the bonuses.
Man with crossbow gets ran over.
On my turn, I was gonna suggest that. I was gonna be like, we need to run them. We're pointed towards him. Let's run him over.
The most effective weapon of the group, the carriage.
Yeah, the carriage.
Yeah. It was kind of awesome.
As the carriage drives off into the distance. And everything
Jeez.
settles once again.
That was harrowing.
Not quite settles, but
Well,
RJ starts doing first aid.
okay. On who?
On the person with his bowels on the floor.
Okay. You will still discover that he is dead, but this white light is surrounding his body.
That's fine. I still start patching up his body.
Okay, so you're doing a post-mortem.
Kinda. I
A
trust
reverse
Sin enough,
postmortem to stuff the entrails back in.
I trust Sin enough that if he's able to awaken him, he won't be disemboweled anymore, anyways.
Right. So you're trying to prepare the body as best you can.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a heal check for that. Oh yeah. Yeah. So you begin to make the body more presentable. Surprisingly, with the white light around it, there is no bad odor. And I mean, he's still very clearly dead. The rigor mortis begins to set in. You can see that he's stiffened. He's gone white. Well, pale green.
Are we still like going through outskirts of town? Like, are there people around us, or not really? Are we out of town at this point?
I mean, for the first like 10 minutes or so, you're racing through the outskirts of town. You barrel
Okay,
over
so
a bridge.
I would like to do something then.
Mhm.
I would like to use the spell that I couldn't use in combat to
Okay.
get rid of my -2 to whatever charisma check this is going to be.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to perform to try and get a crowd to congregate behind us in the street as we're carrying through town to
Okay.
try and slow whoever's chasing us down.
Yeah, so you're just trying to
Why are we going
draw.
through town?
Well, you have to go on the outskirts of town ever so slightly for a moment to get over the rivers
Okay.
to
Yeah.
go west in the direction that Drix knows you guys are the last heading.
I mean, we were staying within like walking distance of like a tavern, so we're not.
No,
like,
so the tavern
all the way out of
itself.
town.
No. So there's the walls of opportunity itself, and the tavern
Yeah.
you were staying was in one of the quarters. It was probably more like a 15,
okay.
20-minute walk through the front gates, into the quarter, down a few roads, and then to the tavern.
Okay.
You guys parked the carriage outside the city walls along the rivers that flow into the city.
Yeah.
So what travelers there are, as I imagine that's Nithir healing herself.
Yep.
For vigor and whatnot.
Yep. I didn't have any wounds, so just my vigor back.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are on the outskirts, but you can still go ahead and roll perform to see how if you can draw any amount of crowd. You are having to cross a couple of smaller bridges that are just big enough for carriages. And as such, there are still people that travel from quarter to quarter, so there's always a bit of foot traffic on the outside, particularly during the day itself. And as you start performing, still racing it as fast as you can, you do get people kind of somewhat trailing, or they'll congregate around the bridges as you're crossing slower over them. And Fizz, go ahead and make perception as well. And as you guys have gotten over the river section, and you're in that, like, you see the main trade road that leaves west of town. It's not a very good trail. It's not paved or anything like that. It's mostly just a dirt trail where you can tell this is where carriages go back and forth to and from town. As it leads off into the fields and into like through a copse of trees not far off, and to either side you can see the rolling hills, and this kind of marks the edge of town itself. Maybe a couple of farms nearby. You look back over, and you can see clearly floating above the group itself, back in the distance a bit, a number of arbiters that are like making their way through the crowd and over bridges and in your direction, but you guys are moving too swiftly for them to keep pace, and eventually they just kind of fall back.
Excellent.
As you
I'll
guys
return to the interior of the caravan to pick up my crossbow and quiver.
Yep. Drix continues to push the horses quite harshly for a little bit, for a good we'll see. The horses. For about another 10 minutes or so, he keeps them at double pace. And it's a rough ride. Things are jostling and bouncing about. And you can hear him, "Ha! Ha!" up at the front every now and then. And then you feel the carriage slow down and mellow out, and you can see the shade creep over the windows as you've gone into the cover of some trees and are now moving through one of the many patches of trees that scatter the outskirts of Opportunity.
Signing to you. Is he okay?
He's not breathing. He's getting cold. He's cold. Sin, is there anything we can do?
Well, I'm not sure. Not today for sure, but I can keep his body from worsening. I can keep his soul from moving on.
Taween should be here.
Yeah. Yeah. Taween, and I call out.
This is where I'm probably not going to be able to do this anymore.
Yeah, Noir can do it.
Yeah, no worries. If you just want to message your basic, do you intend to engage or and come down and interact, or are you isolating on top?
Type it.
Yeah, you can go ahead and type me in Discord if you want. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for that, Sin will just continue saying, I can preserve him, make him not decay. I can extend the limit on the ability to put his soul back in his body. It will make it less pleasant, or not unpleasant. But that's all I can do at the moment.
Do you know who we could, or where we could go to return his soul to his body? Do you know somebody or someplace?
Perhaps. I will need time, but it is a tricky thing. When a body and a life is lost, the forces of this realm pull on that force of life, what is left behind, the essence, for it to be used elsewhere in new life. I have witnessed the prevention of such a cycle, but we must ask ourselves, at what cost?
Well, who knows Noth the best?
And that would be Taween.
You, Tyrene. Okay. Well,
It doesn't matter as much for Tyween's voice, so I'll do this for now. Tyween would move down as I don't even know how.
You should be able to climb down
Yeah,
to the
you
front and go in.
right in that door up by the driver's seat is how you'd get in while it's moving.
All right. There's still a way to bring him back.
Sin seems to believe so. And
comes with a price, though.
Even magic itself comes at a price.
Oh, God damn it! Where is
All actions we take have their influences forward.
Would Noth want this, though?
That is the
He fought
question.
valiantly in battle. He fell in battle. Would he want us to bring him back?
I signed RJ. I don't think he died a warrior's death.
I don't think he did either.
They didn't. They don't know that. Obviously, only you.
I think that North might want another fight. Sin, do you think we can keep? Do you think we can keep him in a stasis until we can find a way to get him back?
Yes, I can do that much. At the very least.
Only reason I didn't kill them all was because you said you could save him.
Saving one from death is a tricky process, but it can be done.
Yeah,
Tell me what I have to do, and I will do it.
I will.
And I think I know there's something in tomes I used to read on alchemy about bringing somebody alive back from death, but that's during the time that they died and not after.
Yeah.
So I'll look into that too.
I have
Should-
some reading to do as well.
You could probably use a rest, too, after such a battle.
I'll be fine. As you, he says that as there's blood just oozing from his palms, as that's where he stabbed himself, would be slicing his palms open.
I give him one of my extracts and say, "Drink this."
I pull out my book and write in beautiful Elvish. I don't remember this clearly. I guess I can say this clearly.